Do you ever find yourself asking the question, how or what is the jungle in Deadlock? Well, luckily enough, you've come to the right place, and hopefully I'll be answering all the questions that you may be asking. I'm Duckfoams, a moderately high-ranked Deadlock player. I have tons of tips, tricks, and guides on the game. Subscribe if you're new, and let's get started. So when it comes to the Deadlock jungle camps, we can split it into 4 different categories: Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, and Miscellaneous. So Tier 1 through 3 is pretty self-explanatory, those being the different types of jungle camps, and the Miscellaneous being boxes, golden urns, the soul urn, mid-boss, things like that. But anyways, let's get started with the Tier 1 jungle camps. Spawning exactly at the 2-minute mark of a Deadlock match, the Tier 1 jungle camps can give you a slight edge into soul farming, especially in the early stages of the laning phase. But do be warned, any souls farmed from the neutral/jungle camps are given to you in the form of unsecured souls. And if you end up getting caught out and dying with these unsecured souls, you end up dropping them. So usually you always want to keep an eye out on how many unsecured souls you have. But anyways, getting back on track of our Tier 1 or easy camps, again they spawn at exactly 2 minutes, and once you completely get rid of all the neutral minions in the jungle camp, they have a respawn time of 4 minutes when you kill the last one. So you can easily keep track of when they're going to respawn to maximize your efficiency. At the camp, each minion gives you 45 souls each, and the amount of souls you get scales with the time that is in your match. The longer the match goes on, the more souls they'll end up giving you. And there's also a count of 6 Tier 1 camps all scattered throughout the map. Another way to identify where the Tier 1 jungle camps are is simply by looking at the minimap and looking for this single greenish triangle. This is an indicator to allow you to find the jungle camp. Now moving on to our medium or Tier 2 jungle camps. This camp is going to be spawning at exactly 5 minutes into the match. After completely getting rid of the entire medium camp, it takes 6 minutes to respawn, generating 95 souls per minion in the camp, and again that number scales with the time in the game. And there's 26 of them all scattered throughout the map. It's easily identified on the map with the same greenish triangle with one line underneath it. And basically what the farming process is you push your wave into the enemy guardian, and while it's hard shoving into the tower, that's where you want to try to hit a camp. Trying to hit the camp as quickly as possible, then rotating back to lane to maximize efficiency. And of course it all depends on where the enemy laner actually is. Now moving on to the Tier 3 jungle camps are the harder jungle camps. They now spawn at 8 minutes from one of their recent patches, and have a respawn time of 8 minutes as well. They generate 240 souls per minion in the camp, and there's a total of 8 camps all scattered throughout the map. You can identify them on the map by a triangle with 2 lines underneath. Now do be warned, these minion camps are pretty tough, so it's in your best interest to have some type of high damage item or some type of lifesteal that'll help you in completing the camp. Now you could also call over a teammate to help you finish the camp, but do be warned, each minion they hit will be split with you. So if you both hit the same minion in the jungle, that minion should be split equally 50-50, and there's none of that cringe last hitting anymore. Now kicking off our miscellaneous section, we have the Sinner's Sacrifice, or the slot machine where you exchange your HP for souls. Spawning at the 10-minute timer of a match, or I think it's 8 minutes now, sorry about that. By meleeing it, you exchange your HP for souls. After fully meleeing it all the way down to 0, all the souls should be adding to roughly 200. Now not only are you given souls, but you're also given a golden statue buff. These are the break wheels you can find scattered all throughout the map that spawn at 3 minutes. Now just to tell you what the buffs actually are, at 3 to 10 minutes, you'll have the chance of getting plus 1.5% fire rate, plus 4% ammo capacity, plus 0.75% cooldown reduction, plus 3% weapon damage, plus 20 health, and plus 2 spirit power. Now this is all completely random and you might or may not get it. Now another thing I'm counting as the jungle is the soul urn. The soul urn is a minor objective that you or your teammate runs an urn across the map. It spawns at 10 minutes, but it could be 8 minutes now after the recent changes. But you would know it's on the map because there'll be a whole summoning effect on your minimap, and usually your teammates will be yelling at you to do the urn. But running the urn across the map gives you and your team a golden statue buff permanently for everyone, and the souls that are above the urn will be split amongst your team. Now the person who ran it and turned it in gets that extra bonus, about 25% bonus souls. Now like I said, it spawns or respawns every 5 minutes after 10 minutes. So you could turn an urn in at say 14 minutes 59 seconds, it will still spawn at 15 minutes. And this trend will continue throughout the entirety of the game. Now, just like the other camps, as time progresses, the price or the soul amount on top of the urn also increases. Most of the time, you're going to need your entire team to push for the soul urn, because again, this is a pretty decent or minor objective, and well, a lot of people want those souls, so just look out for that. Now just one last thing for the jungle. Let's talk about the mid-boss. Spawning at 10 minutes, the mid-boss can be a super crucial and useful tool to your team, whether that be for initiating a fight, baiting the enemy, or just trying to get the buff from it. The mid-boss that sometimes can literally make or break a game. By defeating the mid-boss and claiming the Rejuvenator buff in the center, you get extra fire rate for your entire team, some health buff to the minions or the troopers, whatever you want to call them, and you get one reduced cooldown spawn for each member of your team one time. Now, as more and more mid-bosses are killed, the buff will get stronger and stronger. There is a soft cap, so watch out for that. And if you want to know all about the mid-boss, I have a complete guide to the mid-boss and their urn more in depth. But anyways, hopefully this video has taught you something more or been useful to you in the jungle. And of course, if you're new here or find yourself coming back on the regular and you aren't already subscribed, why not? It's completely free and well, it greatly helps me out. But I hope you have a great day and I'll catch you in the next one.